I'm in a foul mood because I'm the director. You mean you only got one pair of boots? You prat! No, you had my boots, right? So we wore my boots. We were exactly the same age, Steve and I. So anyway, and then we got, and worse, both of us got more and more tense because there were no sea snakes, right? We couldn't find any, right? So again, in worse and worse mood. And about at the end of day 3, we had a fight. And that's a bad idea to Steve because he's built like a brick shit house. So the first few days were a nightmare, but once he started to understand filming, he was extraordinary. I mean, he was a fantastic snake handler. Taught me. I mean, I can now handle venomous snakes really well because Steve taught me. But you'd finish filming, you know, at 9 o'clock at night. He'd have something to eat, and he'd go out with a spotlight, looking for animals again. And he'd be out till 2 o'clock in the morning, and he'd start filming again at 6 in the morning. His mother said to me, Steve will either do something with his life or end up in jail, because he was hyperactive. I mean, you know, as we know, he did something fantastic with his life. So. And it was a total accident how he died. I mean, it happens to about 3 people a year. It was an absolute freak accident. You know, he wasn't buggering about with it. It just these things occasionally, very rarely happen. So yeah.
Any more?
Have you had much contact with Terry since?
No, not much. No. I mean, because I was involved with Steve's first 14 films, but then I went to develop another presenter, Jules Sylvester, for Discovery Channel, and I moved on to other things. And once you've got somebody on, it's interesting. Once you've got somebody on a roll as a producer, usually other people take over.
Would you direct fictional stuff?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I love acting and I love drama. It's just as I got on this role of making programmes that I just haven't had time to do it. I really enjoy it when I do the Big Finish things. It's like, acting is wonderful because you forget about yourself for that minute. The moment you say action, the moment you say cut, there is nothing in your life other than being in the moment. And that is a fantastic mental release. It's brilliant. You don't get that if you're a TV producer. TV producer is, if it's a success, it was a team effort. If it's a fuck up, it was the producer's fault.
Right, got time for one more.
The gentleman, he's had his hand up for quite some time now.
Go on then.
Yeah, how did you find working with the other semi-regulars in Doctor Who, like Janet Fielding, sort of Valentine Dow, and all those who played 5 Doctors like Nick Thorne?
Oh no, the reason why I like doing Doctor Who, and it's not just because I've got that lot standing behind me, Doctor Who conventions, it's because I get to meet people in Doctor Who, and everybody who is in Doctor Who is really nice. I mean, Peter's lovely. We've just had a fantastic time in New Zealand and Australia together, just knocking around. And you know, it's lovely to see people and, you know, say hello and find out what they've been doing. And also, your circle of Doctor Who friends extends way beyond the episodes you were in, because you meet each other all over the world. I remember Pat Troughton, who was my doctor when I was a child. We didn't really have a television, but whenever I did see Doctor Who, Pat Troughton was the doctor. And well, my first American convention, I flew into Chicago with Pat Troughton. And we sat in the back of this stretch limo. Neither of us had been to America before. And you know, we're in the back of this stretch limo, going into Chicago with a glass, you know, with a glass of champagne in front of us. And it's like suddenly we've landed in the movies. And Pat says to me, he said, I don't know about this champagne. He said, have a bit of this. And he got a flask of whiskey. Pat always had a flask. He said, I think we're going to need something a bit stronger to get us through this. So get whiskey and champagne going.
So you know what his order is for.
But Pat became a great friend. So, you know, just that lovely people, lovely times. Doctor Who, I am so glad that I got the job on Doctor Who because it's been a big part of my life. And a lot of my friends come from Doctor Who, so yeah, I have only happy memories.
We got time for one more, guys? Talk to me! Yes? No? Yes? No? No? Right. Thanks to...
Lovely to see you.
Oh, thank you very much, Mark. Up and listen to this because this is what's going to go on. We're going to have our signings at the Tiger Lounge. Now, you've all read your intros, you know where the Tiger Lounge is, don't you? Yes. Oh, come on, you all know where it is, don't you? Yes. If you don't know where it is, ask someone at the bar or ask...
You saw the Right, okay, anyone coming further afield? Anyone London? Yeah, yes, so that's really so I can't be asked answering you. And so yeah, no, well, yeah, so let's do a little bit. So Hoover, Steve, let's use this opportunity. We've got a few minutes before Colin Baker arrives. Steve Hatcher, stand up, tell us about the Hoovers. Right. What's going on with the Hoovers? Stand up, Steve Hatcher, ladies and gentlemen.
Dr. Who based in Derby, East Midlands, one of the biggest in the country. Our next meeting, Friday the 6th of June, we've got Deborah Watling, that's in Derby, there's a flyer over there, help yourselves, some of our DVDs over there as well. They're going for a £5 each. They're nice. We're doing a one-day convention in September. That's September the. Have I said the 6th? Did I? The 5th of next month. It's the 6th of September. It's the first Friday of next month. The 6th of September. We're doing a one-day convention again in Derby. So far we've got the Colin Baker. We've got Annika Wills. We've got Nick Briggs. We've got Cheryl Hall from Panel of Monsters. We've got loads of other people, hopefully, and we're going to have a panel of podcasters. Some of whom are in the room this afternoon. Say hi. Hey. So that'll be good as well.
Don't hold your partner.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, Steve Hatcher. And well, someone left this across the Tiger Lounge. Gregory, where's Gregory? Who's left this? You left that across at the other side, Gregory, signed by Barry Letts in the front. So that's there you go. Pass that back to Gregory. There you go. Obviously, you look after your stuff really well. And I'm going to plug on your seats. Today was flyers for Regenerations in Swansea in September. On that flyer, there's a few guests that haven't been announced. And for those of you who don't know, this is quite exciting. Since September, I can't remember the date off the top of my head, but the flyers are there. We now have got Sylvester McCoy. Hey! And Phil Collinson. Hey! And confirmed last weekend, Sir Derek Jacobi. So, and he's absolutely 100% confirmed, so he's coming to Regenerations in Swansea in September. So, if you're interested in making the journey down there, the home of Doctor Who is Wales. Yakida! It's the only thing I know how to say. So, so come to Regenerations, please. It's one of the best conventions. This is one of the best one-day conventions. And Regenerations is probably one of the best 2-day conventions. Thank God no one from 10 Planet is here. So it's because they are. So it's no, they're quite good, but you know. Anyway, so but no, they're giving me a lot of work, so I can't complain. So yes, that's cool. So we got one more minute, right? Okay, I've got to ramble on for another minute. So that's cool. So we're having a good time. What's a Colin Baker outfit here? That's fantastic. That's good. Why? That's like. I mean, I know even Colin would admit that it just looks like someone's thrown up on you. I mean, it's. I'm trying to think of maybe I should do some Doctor Who. I should do some Doctor Who. Oh, we got what? Is he here? I'm not doing a song. I do have a Doctor Who song, but I don't have a backing track, so I'll not bother doing that here.
Do you know any stories about the sound of the
The sound of the yeah, but I don't have the video here you see, but yeah. Who's fans of the City of Death? The City of Death is really weird because I love that scene, the City of Death, where Scarroth comes into Lala Ward's Romana, and he says, "How are you getting on with the time machine?" And if you watch it carefully, she's standing there, she's wiring a plug, which is really fucking bizarre. But the thing is, it's a 3-pin plug, which wouldn't have worked in Paris anyway. So it's. And I kind of know why Tom Baker's a bit mental. I kind of know why Tom Baker's not a happy man, because all the doctors are dying in order, and he's next, and. You've got to be careful of that, right? So, but yeah, I know it's cool. And actually, the one way to really seriously piss off a Who fan, right? You want to piss off a Doctor Who fan, what you got to do is when you have your meetings, right? Sit them all around a big table and get everyone to say, right, okay, we want to start off the meeting by saying who your favourite Doctor is, okay? And it goes round, someone will say David Tennant, and that's fine. Tom Baker, and Sylvester McCoy, Colin Baker. When it comes to you, Peter Cushing. That has them flipping tables, they go mental! Kicking tellies and everything. But I do love the Doctor Who films. The Doctor Who films are a big part of my childhood. Who likes the Doctor Who movies? The thing is, I'm wondering what on earth what on earth the Daleks want with lava lamps, right? Which is really surreal. And the thing is, it's like, you know, the Daleks come to the cell and they've got food, which means the Daleks must have a kitchen somewhere, right? So there's some Gordon Ramsay Dalek downstairs, where is the fucking creme brulee? You know? Sorry for the language for the children in the room, but you know, but yeah, so yeah, it's really crazy. But yeah, it's cool. So it's really good to do Doctor Who material to Doctor Who fans, so you don't have to do a half-hour setup to describe it, you know. But yeah, so we're good to go. Right, okay, I was waiting for the shout. Right, okay. So right, we're going to have our interview next panel, which is, are you looking forward to the next panel? Yeah! We'll introduce you to our next interviewer. So please give a good welcome to Dominic, who's going to interview the next one.
This interview is actually unfinished. Nicola Bryant. We rehearsed that as well.
So he's been waiting 24 years for this question. It better be bloody good. What's it like being the doctor? Log off, you little brat. No. It wouldn't have been like that, would it?
Actually, as a kid, I must admit, when you took over as the doctor, something really, really bothered me, and it bothered me all week in the first episode when you were nasty to Perry. It really, really did bother me. So can we start actually...
You wanted to be nasty to Perry.
Well, 24 years later maybe, but... So just out of interest, was it a conscious decision that you made your doctor a little bit maybe harsher than previous doctors?
Yeah, I mean, for instance, I said, that kid who's waiting on the phone, don't put him through, he's a little git. Was it a conscious decision? Well, we were all conscious, I suppose, at the time. Yes, because when Tom turned into Peter, imagine that, when Tom turned into Peter, he was kind of, the regeneration process made him weak and feeble, and I think poor old Turner had to carry him around for 3 episodes, didn't it? And they decided that yes, regeneration must have an effect on you, it can't just be an easy thing. So let's make it the opposite. Let's make him frenetic and mad and deranged. And I bought into that, I thought it was a lovely idea.
Yeah. Was that your idea or...
No, I don't have ideas. No, I just read a script, learn the lines, don't put them to the furniture, do as I'm told, and collect the cheque at the end of the week.
So what was it that originally initially drew you into acting?
We are getting serious, aren't we? School in Manchester. Yeah, I was brought up in Manchester. I went to school in Whalley Range, St Bede's College. Anyone here go to St Bede's College? Oh, it's posh now, isn't it? It wasn't then. It was just a bog standard grammar school, but now you've got to pay, I think, to go there. But in my day, you didn't. You just had to be able to add 7 and 11 together. And I said 19. They said near enough, and I got in. So. And they used to do a big Gilbert and Sullivan opera every year. And my mates wanted to go and do it. So you do what your mates do at school, don't you? If your mates want to go hang gliding, you go hang gliding. Well, they said, oh, come on, let's go and do the... So I found myself at the age of 11 playing Rose Maybud in Ruddigore. Female part. I never looked back since. And found that this boy who was shy and I wasn't very good at putting my hand up in class. Suddenly, I was liberated, and I got a frock on, and I felt liberated. You know how it is. Well, so you do, anyway. I'm looking round, I know exactly which one. And I felt liberated, and I found it was something I could do. I could pretend, and it never occurred to me I could pretend for money, but and I did law. I studied law in Manchester, solicitor office in John Dalk Street I worked in. And I joined a lot of amateur drama groups, and I suddenly thought, hang on a minute, I'm working all day in order to go and do what I really enjoy at night. And some people get paid for that. So I'll give it a go. And here I am. Yay! What about you, Nicola?
First of all, I'd just like to say I'm really sorry I've left my proper glasses in the hotel room.
You're looking cool in those ones.
I know. And these are prescriptions so that I can see you.
These are the ones, they're very high tech. You're all naked for Nicola. I can see you all without clothes.
Wonderful time. Stand up, all of you.
Well, even him over there.
No, sit down, you.
So how did you get into acting? What drew you to it?
Well, I wanted to go on stage, but I wanted to be a ballerina. So I started in dance when I was 3, and basically went to go into ballet school when I was 10. And my father didn't really want me to do this because he thought this was an incredibly precarious career, which it is, and short-lived. And neither did any one of my teachers in my school. So they were sort of trying to convince my parents that the idea of me going to ballet school was a really bad thing. So my father had this inspired idea that he'd allow me to audition for ballet school because I wouldn't get in.
That's encouragement.
And then I got into them all. So then he had the problem of like, well, what do I do? So I was a pretty asthmatic child, and so they sort of, my parents said, well, we don't think it'd be good for your health. So the disappointment of not going to ballet school was just monumental. So I think I sulked for about 2 years. At which point my mother saw an advertisement in a local paper for an amateur dramatic society, and she'd been trying to get me into other forms of dance, but everything else just seemed like a letdown after classical. And she said, why don't you do this? And I loved it. I had 3 lines, and I still remember them.
Tell us.
My first line was, I've peeled the potatoes, Mummy.
Did you play it like that?
Worse. And the other was, the Russians are coming.
I'd have said that before the potatoes. I'd prioritised to be honest.
Yeah, the play started slow. What can we say? I think I was only the second line or something. And then my final line was, it's so sad it's over. And that was not at the end of the play.
I'm sorry, I'm going to interrupt. What was the play?
Fiddler on the Roof.
Oh, right.
And I was one of the very, very little girls.
What play contains those lines?
Yes.
There you go, all right, okay.
And the joke was that I auditioned to play the youngest girl, and of course you had to be 18 to join the company, and I was like 13, so I was lying, and never stopped lying about my age. So the weird thing was that the girl who played my younger sister, because I got the job of the second youngest sister, was in fact 21. There's a 21-year-old playing the youngest, me playing the second youngest, so it's interesting.
Colin, were your parents okay with you going into the performing arts, or were they equally reserved about it? Because it's...
Well, to be honest, I never had... Well, when I was 18, my father said, what do you want to do? And I said, I'd like to go to university. I want to go to Oxford or Cambridge, I said, with some ambition at least. And when I'm there, I'll study anything really. I said languages, something like that. But I want to join Ouds or Footlights, do a bit of acting, and maybe become an actor. And my father paused for the beat of a second and said, that's interesting. You start in the solicitor's office on Monday. So I never got to go to university, and unfortunately in those days, you could get grants, but they were dependent on parental income, and my dad was, at that point, earning quite well. So I wouldn't have got a grant, so I couldn't go to university. So, and also, hard though it may be to believe, in the 60s, early 60s, 18-year-olds did what they were told. This one did. So I went to work in the solicitor's office. So the idea of acting did not appeal to my father. But the point I changed from doing law to becoming, or to go to drama school, was when my father had a stroke. And at the age of 49 was kind of a vegetable, really. for the rest of his life, bless him. And I thought, that's what provoked me to do it, because I thought, is that all there is? Yeah. You work your socks off till you're 49, and at least I'm going to do what I want to do. Sorry, I've got a bit serious now, but you did ask the question. So, my father never knew that I'd become an actor, and my mother was too busy looking after him to even bother what I did at that point. Although in her later years, she was quite proud. I mean, she was still alive when I did Doctor Who, which was nice.
Which role have you been, maybe not Doctor Who, but another role you've been most proud of?
There have been several, actually. I suppose on television, I enjoyed being Paul Merony, who was the evil, he was the kind of JR character. You don't know who JR is, of course, now, do you? He was the baddie in a series called The Brothers in the 70s, which I greatly enjoyed doing. But on stage, I think it was a fairly tatty tour of Privates on Parade by Peter Nichols. Again, now draw what conclusions you like. I got to drag up several times. I played Marlene Dietrich, Vera Lynn, and several other ladies. It was a bit like Elaine Hopman on stage. A very good play. And I played this wonderful old queen who entertained the troops. And it's one of the best times I've ever had. And the other one was Corpse, which was the play I did immediately after I stopped doing Doctor Who.
You were brilliant in both of them.
Well, thank you. Did you see? Did you see both? Did you really?
I'm so loyal.
You're very loyal. I'm very impressed. Thank you.
What about you, Nicola? What role have you been most proud of?
I suppose yet again, it was probably the smallest play and the shortest run that I did. It was a play called Lost in Exile, and it was a three-hander, and it was the story of Zelda Fitzgerald, F. Scott Fitzgerald, and Ernest Hemingway. And I played Zelda Fitzgerald from the age of 18 to 40, and I was 21 when I did it. So it was a huge challenge, and I only got the role because the woman who was playing it, who was 35, and she was right for the part, and I wasn't. I'd met the people who were doing the production, and I talked on and on about F. Scott Fitzgerald, which happens to be a sort of passion of mine, and they said, oh, you'd be fantastic in this, but, you're too young for the part. She got ill. And they were tracking me down at the last minute, and
Because they thought you were responsible.
Yes! And they found the voodoo doll, and basically I had sort of, a day and a half to take over the part for opening night. And the adrenaline rush of doing that. I know, this is mine, and I can do it. And it was fantastic, because of course she was a sort of larger-than-life character. I mean, one of her most famous moments was she jumped on the table, so we were always going out drinking and partying, and she jumped on the table at a restaurant. Exactly, I've got the tea. And she called the fire brigade, and the fire brigade came charging into this restaurant thinking there was a fire. And the fireman were like, where's the fire? And she went, here! And that was so all that adrenaline of doing that part was pumped into it. And strangely, several people who I was about to work with on my next show saw the production, and that was just very nice.
Stage
I heard when you did that then.
No.
Oh, that looked painful to me. Oh.
They're quite solid.
Sorry, carry on. You're in charge.
Stage or screen, which do you prefer, and why?
Depends what I've been doing most recently. But if I really, really, really had to plump for one for the rest of my life, unlike every other actor who had asked this question.
Anytime you're ready, it's quite all right. Oh, here we go, here we go. Are we insured for this? Well, I have to say you're looking absolutely... That's yours, yes. You're looking absolutely...
Did we work on? I know.
You're looking absolutely...
Anorexia, that was it. That was anorexia.
Sylvester, you've got something when you're...
Have I got a bogey? It's a big bogey.
Oh, sorry.
I sneezed this morning and all this came out. Hello. Testing. 1, 2.
Well, I have to say you're looking absolutely gorgeous, Sylvester. You're looking great. No, wait, I love this. I love this get-out. This is very
I think I
cool.
look gorgeous. You've been on the whiskey, I think.
Well, not many people can pull off hats, but you certainly can. That's really...
No, I can't pull that one off.
Sophie, how are you today? Are you well?
I'm jolly well.
Good, so you're looking fantastic as ever. Don't you look amazing?
Yeah!
do you do it? I mean, you're 76 or something. What's going on?
Actually, I did wash my hair this morning.
Well, I was wondering when. Not since the planet Thal.
Well, you know, I'm known for being edgy and different when I interview. So Sylvester, my first question is a rather probing one. What was your favourite monster? Sorry, I couldn't resist that. How long have you been doing conventions now?
About that long.
Do you tire of what's the most asked question you've ever had as the Doctor? That one was it? What's your favourite monster?
Your favourite monster, yes. Contradiction in terms, really, isn't it? But anyway, yeah, that's asked quite a lot. Yeah.
And Sophie, what's your most often asked question?
I don't think I can tell you that.
I meant in conventions.
Oh, sorry. How did you get the job?
Right, okay, that was
It's just because I talk so much that the trouble is I can't give a succinct answer to anything, as you've just noticed. So I just go on for hours if somebody asks me that.
I suppose it depends how people ask it. Like, how did you get the job? You know, it depends on the way you ask it. You know, it's like, so Sylvester, you're touring at the moment. Are you having fun? Tell us what you're doing.
Yes, I'm doing a Little Shop of Horrors. I'm the owner of Little Shop of Horrors. Munchkin. Are you hungry? Yeah. Munchkin, that's not the one. The Munchkin is a totally different thing, isn't it? Mushnik. Munchkin is in the Yellow Brick Road.
Yeah, it's Wizard of Oz, mate, yeah.
I know I'm small, but this is ridiculous. Yeah, I'm doing that. It's I was at the Opera House last night, so you missed it. I'm in Liverpool next week for a week. For those who are Liverpool.
Less interested in that. Do you enjoy touring, or is it get quite tiring after a while? It's hard going, isn't it?
Yes, it is, especially when you get older, really. You suddenly realise I've been away from home now for 6 months. I do go home, but I only just arrive, unpack, pack, go to sleep, get up and leave again. And so it does, you don't have a day off if you're touring. Because the day off is, they say, you've got a day off, it's Sunday, but it's not, it's a travel day. It's a fall asleep day and I get up and crawl to the next job day. Apart from that, it's terrific.
And Sophie, well, you've been doing Desperate Dan for a while, haven't you? You've been doing those voiceovers?
Dennis the Menace.
Dennis the Menace, sorry, Dennis the Menace. I researched these things meticulously. So you've been doing Dennis the Menace, are you still doing that, or what's...
No, we finished recording Dennis the Menace, but we don't know when it's going to come out because they've got to do all the drawings now. They showed me when we did some pickups a few weeks ago.
It'll be difficult.
They showed us the...
Tonight. I said, no, she said, not till 10 o'clock, right? Well, many years ago, I did a convention on a boat. Probably some